the cosmetic industry is not this multi-trillion-dollar juggernaut because women want to look older. It's because they want to look as if they were 23 years old, because that's what men are looking for. They're looking for that. That's what we base our attraction.
Facts. Women wear all that makeup that you see them slapping on their face every time they go out the house. Every time you see them at the club, the bar, they always got a whole face full of makeup on because they're trying to look as attractive as possible. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to look as young as possible. That's why they have the makeup, you know, where it covers up the wrinkles and all the flaws and blemishes or whatever, because usually a young woman has no flaws on their face. You know what I'm saying? They used to have like really nice skin, almost baby soft skin. You know, when a woman is really young, like say between the ages of like 18, 23, 24, super beautiful, radiant skin, just naturally. A lot of them have it. They don't even have to wear makeup. They do it just because that's what women do. But a lot of younger women, they don't even really need to put on much makeup. You know, my ex was just like that. She used to just put on lip gloss and she just going about her way. So, I mean, he made a good point about that.
Question. Are we talking strictly physical appearance here, or you're saying in general?
No.
Because I see, this is my actual serious question. If you are successful entrepreneur, CEO, whatever, you're smart, you're a lawyer, doctor, whatever you are, and you're 30-something, let's say you're 37, and you start dating a girl who's 22, 23, on the peak, right? What are you talking to her about? She doesn't have any, you can think she's hot as much as you want, I'm sure she is, but what are you, that's not your life partner.
All right, boom. So this woman is basically trying to keep her sexual market value up by pushing down or talking against women that are basically in their SMV or sexual market value peak. Women between the ages of 22 to 24, 25, those women are in their peak of when most men will find them attractive, not just physically, but also mentally and maturity wise, stuff like that. It all just kind of meshes together. And see, this woman is like 31 years old. She's trying to talk against young women. Basically, she's saying like, if you're an investment banker, you're a lawyer, you know, you got a successful career, whatever you're doing, and you're like 36, 37, 38, which is supposed to be like a man's SMV, sexual market value, that's supposed to be around his peak. And for a woman, it's supposed to be around, like I said, between like 23, 24, something like that, right? She's saying that if you're that successful guy in that age range, you try to talk to a 23-year-old or 24-year-old, you ain't going to have nothing to talk to her about. That's nonsense. That's pure nonsense. If you're 23, 24 years old as a woman, you've already, if you went to college or university, you've already done your degree. You're out into the world now. You're not like a child. You're not a kid. She's talking like these girls are like, oh, whatever, I'm just getting out of high school. Like, no, when you're 23, 24, you're a grown woman. You're not a kid. She just doesn't want men her age, or that would be the marrying age where guys might start looking for a wife. Say a guy's like 35, 36, 37, 38, up into their 40s, where they're really starting to make their money, they're peaking, you know, it's just like as a man. And now those guys are looking for wives. And she's 31. She is talking up her age range, 31, 32, 33. She wants men to try to marry women in that age range so she can have a partner, have good options for men to marry. Because most men are going to overlook her for younger women. They're going to be looking at the 25, 26-year-old, 24. If they're looking to like for a serious relationship and they want a younger woman, but also has maturity. You know, that's how women are, man. They're always looking out for their own self-interest. She's not really looking out for the guys like she's really trying to say, like, oh, well, what would you have to talk about, like, with a younger woman? You know, she's not going to have nothing to talk about. She's not going to be on your maturity level. Get out of here. Come on, man. Stop it. We can see what you're trying to do. You're trying to make sure that those guys are still around when you're ready to try to get married. Okay? Come on, man. Stop it.
Maybe she's super mature and maybe you're going to have something to talk to. Maybe she's whatever. But
You're looking at this in the perspective of from a woman.
Okay,
So-
but let
so,
me
yeah,
let me
are
continue.
Do guys want an unintelligent? Like, first of all, why do we presume that a woman who is 23-year-old is not intelligent enough to get with the guy? That's not
Exactly. And like he said, she's looking at it from like a woman's perspective. And the woman's perspective is a selfish, self-serving perspective. She wants those older guys to be there when they're making all their money. She wants those guys to be there when she's ready to get married. She wants those guys to pick her when they're ready to get married and settle down. And they're at their peak financial status, when they're making them the most money they're probably going to make in their life, or on their way to make the most money they're going to make in their life. She wants to be able to pick from those guys. It's self-serving. Women always do this. When they're older, they talk against the young women and say, oh, no, you don't want to talk to that young girl or whatever. That's one way they do it. They'll say that, oh, they're immature. Or the second way, they'll try to shame the guy. They'll say, oh, you're too old to be talking to that girl. She could be your daughter. See, that there's two shaming tactics that they use. One is to shame the girl, that's the young girl, and two is to shame the older guy. They don't want those two people getting together. Those women that are like 30, 31 and up, they do not want those two groups of people getting together. Come on, man. It's easy and it's real simple to see. And also, man, to piggyback off my man Rollo Tomasi, he said, like I said before, those women are mature. When you're 23, 24, 25, man, come on, man. You're already mature. You can have conversations with those women. That's not the same as talking to like a 21, a 19, 20-year-old. It's a completely different experience.
number one. Number two is
I'm not done with my statement.
Most guys at that age who have that peak sexual selectivity, they're not looking for for a long-term partner. They're not looking for at 23. They're looking right around 26 or 27.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If they really want a relationship, they'll inch it up a little bit. I say like 25, 26. But they still want to have a little fun and maybe it can grow into something. They'll start at 23, 24, and then it kind of, okay, so if you with a girl, say she's 23, you with her for like a couple years. Okay, now she's 25, going into 26. You've been with her for a few years. Okay, hey, it's growing into something more serious. Hey, y'all might want to get married. Now you are able to get her at her peak, and now you're getting her where she's still looking good, but she's more mature than she was at 23, 24, even though, like I said, at that age, they're still mature. So, yeah, man, I mean, this woman right here, the whole time, man, she just, it's all self-serving stuff that she was talking about. You know, she sounds like a feminist. And yeah, man, she was saying something earlier in the clip that I didn't get a chance to put into this one. I might add it to my next reaction that I might do, is where she was saying that she's hotter now at 31 than she was at 23. Come on, we all know that's nonsense. And she even had a smirk when she was saying it. So yeah, man, she was easy to see through what this woman was trying to do. And you'll hear this a lot from women that as they get older, they'll like talk against younger women because they do not want a shallow pool of men, you know, to choose from when they're looking for a husband, or they know that men are looking for wives. So with that said, like I always say, if you stay on code, you ain't got to get on code. It's ManCodeTV. I'm out.
You cannot change a pimp. Too many hoes to overdose off of this game, I spit.